Okay.
Yeah.
So 29 years of being diagnosed hypertensive.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, I was a workaholic.
Okay.
You need to know what a workaholic is. Some of us as a group have decided that we wanted to reform the health sector in this country.
You wanted to reform the health sector?
Yes. I happened to be in a position where, together with my friends, we thought we could do it. And we actually did something because out of all the things we do, that's how we got the Ghana Health Service.
Okay.
Now, we were aides to the Director of Medical Service. Okay? In order to not to disappoint him, we're doing all kinds of things, from organizing the district health teams, training them in different areas.
You were working so hard.
Just working. In the region where I was working, the Volta region at the first time.
So were you the regional director?
No, I was deputy.
Okay.
So that they didn't call me deputy. At that time, they called us SMO-PH.
Okay, SMO-PH.
SMO Public Health.
Officers.
No, SMO Epidemiology.
Okay.
Okay. Disease control. So that was our field. Then decided to increase the load.
Expand.
Yes, so it became SMO Public Health.
Okay.
But the de facto director, deputy director.
Okay.
And I remember to prepare a program for the UNICEF-led mass immunization against measles.
Wow.
I took my director's Land Cruiser. I drove 2,000 kilometers in a week.
Hey.
In the Volta region. This is how much work we're doing.
Wow.
And it's not that me alone, my colleagues.
You and your colleagues.
So hard to make sure that things for Dr. Addo, who was then the director of medical science, not to get not to lose faith in us because he called us his aides.
Okay.
Then suddenly, I noticed that I was having palpitations, early morning headache and palpitations. It didn't even occur to me that this could be hypertension. Can you imagine? So please, those of you who are
workaholic, who works so...
working to make sure, look.
This is not working so hard. This is working so much.
Okay, all right. Like, what's that understanding?
Because you can work hard, but not too much beyond your capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we're working beyond our capacity. So that we didn't recognize it.
Okay.
So I went to my brother, my sister-in-law's husband.
Okay.
You can call him Arava.
Your sister-in-law's husband?
Arava. He was a pharmacist. No, he is a pharmacist.
Okay.
And he had a fever at that time. So I went to check my blood pressure. You know what I told him? I think your machine is wrong. Please have it recalibrated. And I had a problem.
Because it was?
Because the blood pressure I got was too high.
Would you like to share?
Over 200.
Wow.
Systolic.
Wow. Wow. And you, instead of looking at
when you are not looking at yourself, but you're looking at the work you are doing.
Right.
That's the way you see it.
Right. You thought the machine was faulty. Then
the following day, I went to the hospital to meet with my consultant.
Okay.
Professor Nyami. And he took the blood pressure and he gave it to me.
Really because you should know better.
Yes. In fact, I'm very, very thankful to that man for what he did at that time.
Right.
If there's a way that I could tell him how grateful I was.
I'm sure he'll be watching.
Yes. Professor Nyami, if you are watching, I'm just saying I'm really
grateful. Saying thank you.
Saying thank you. Very grateful for the way you treated me.
Right.
You know, the man gave me 1 month's excuse duty.
Wow. Wow.
You know how long I stayed at home?
No.
Less than 2 weeks.
Because you wanted to
didn't
go
hear
back
that one, I beg you. Because I was workaholic. I wanted
wow.
So let me just advise people who are workaholics. Pay attention to yourself. Professor Yami told me, look, you think if you die today, if you die today, you think the work will stop because you are dead? Find somebody to replace you.
Yeah.
That message came to me more when
after some time.
After some time, especially when our late president died. Professor
Atta Mills. Then that was recent. I mean, looking at the 29 years.
I'm talking about when that message really hit
you.
As the truth.
Okay.
Please, if you're working hard, how did you put it?
You're working so much.
So much, too much.
To your beyond your capacity.
Pay attention to yourself.
Yes. So listen to your body.
Now,
if you feel that you are unwell, go to the hospital. You should even have a BP machine to check yourself.
That's a very good suggestion.
Yes. Yes. But let's move on. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I want to make that point.
Okay.
It's a good advice to invest in that machine.
Okay.
Blood pressure measuring machine.
Okay.
They call it sphygmomanometer.
Yes, sphygmomanometer.
Sphygmomanometer.
Manometer.
It's a good investment, please. And I will encourage everybody who can afford it. I have one. It costs me only 1,200.
It depends on the brand. Even some cost less. So we should have it in our homes to check our BP. Yeah.
So anyway.
So when you were hit, what came to you? Because all the time you diagnose people, and this time around is you seeing your systolic to be more than 200. Was it not alarming?
You see that, like I said, I didn't really get the picture. Didn't get a picture of what was happening to me.
Okay.
Much later. I didn't get a picture of the possible consequences until much later. That's one of the things that happens with workaholics.
Okay.
So please, that's why I keep saying, if you're a workaholic,
that's true.
please, I beg you.
So at what point did you also, were you diagnosed with diabetes?
Diabetes, I diagnosed myself. Because when the thing that I saw, the hypertension, okay, and knowing that I have all the risk factors for getting diabetes, my father was a diabetic. So the genetic thing was there. I wouldn't say that I ate too bad food, but you know how we eat in this country. A
lot of carbohydrates.
And the fat.
Yeah.
So I was actually preparing. I went to the hostel. I was working in Tamale Hostel. I went to the hostel lab, took my fasting blood glucose. Like on a weekly basis. And I watched myself go from 4 point something. You know, the upper limit is 6.7. You are not called a diabetic until you hit 10. In between, you call it a pre-diabetic. I watched myself go from that point, okay? But when it stabilized for like 6.7 for a long time, I was forgetting. Then I realized I was showing the symptoms, classical symptoms of too much thirst, too much urinating, and too much hunger, and losing weight at the same time. Okay? So now I knew that I had it. So after a break in a while, I went back to the hospital to the fasting blood sugar. They said it was 27.
Wow. So
I called the doctor who was my physician.
Okay.
You were surprised, even we physicians. I had somebody who was taking care of me.
Yeah, you should.
So immediately we started discussing on what to do. I had this medication. And please, as soon as you realize, even from the symptoms, that something like that is happening to you, it's very, very important that consult your doctor, let him take over the care.
Let me pause here. So before you saw that you were diabetic, when you were diagnosed with the hypertension, did you change your lifestyle? Apart from still working hard, did you change some diet? Did you start exercising?
Actually, the hard work went down.
It went down, okay.
It wasn't like, see, besides all these things, I was also teaching. But now, I concentrated only on the teaching and left all the setting up of the, because, we have got a Ghana Health Service already. We were also sending out students. Actually, I left the Ghana Health Service, was seconded to the School of Public Health. And so I left every other thing and concentrated on the teaching, what I've been told to do in the School of Public Health, which was to prepare the field person. I was the field coordinator then.
So you concentrated on that one alone?
That brought down the workload very
considerably low. Okay.
So So that's, and of course, also medication.
Okay.
Because Professor Nyami has prescribed the things that I should do. And when I had a problem, I went to...
Were there instances where you missed your medications?
One thing about me, I'm a very religious medicine taker. Yes. Follow my medications.
Religiously.
So there are times when, without any symptoms, I just keep going.
Okay.
Which is the other thing I want to say about hypertension. About 80% of people with hypertension do not know that they have it. That's why it's very important that you yourself will keep... Oh, let me define the hypertension, because I think many people don't know. Hypertension is when your blood pressure, blood pressure is written in two numbers, one on top, one down. The top one is called the systolic blood pressure. The lower one is called the diastolic.
Yeah.
Systolic is when the heart pumps, the pressure you get at the top of the heart pumping. The diastolic is when the heart is at rest.
Right.
So when you take your blood pressure, they will measure in two numbers. When the blood pressure is, the optimum should be about 130/80. That should be the optimum. That's what you should all aim at. Okay.
130/80.
Over 80.
Especially, can you bring in age difference? Let's say age range, sorry.
Optimum.
Optimum. Let's say age
Everybody
range.
should target that.
So, but a teenager might have a bit lower, like 120/70.
If it's lower, fine.
Right.
I've had blood pressures. I've say somebody took my blood pressure and took me about 60/30.
No,
that was
that's below.
Too low. I don't know what it is that he saw. Anyway, now when the blood pressure gets to 140/90, not once, but on at least 2 occasions.
Okay.
2 occasions. You do it now, you do it tomorrow, it's still like that or higher. Okay. Normally, by the time you get to the place where they're going to take your blood pressure, they've walked or something.
Yeah.
So they have to let you sit down and relax.
Relax. Yeah.
Okay. They take it. Another 20 minutes later, they take it. The same thing. It's 140/90 or higher. Then you are declared hypertensive. So if you are doing it yourself, you have your own SFIG. It is very easy to use the electronic SFIG as well. And you measure this 140/90. Now, both of them don't have to be high. One end or the other.
Right.
So if you have 140/70, number of times you are still hypertensive. Even though the 70 hasn't really gotten to the 90 yet.
The 90.
If you have 130/90, you're hypertensive. Okay. So once that happens, please immediately contact your doctor.
Okay.
If you don't have one, get one.
So, at what point did you notice that you had to be on diabetes medication as well?
That was, as for diabetes medication, it was the advice from my physician, my personal physician. Because I was in Tamale, she's in Accra, actually, Ashaima. So I called her and we started, I said, Doc, get this medication and start. Do it again on daily, do the fasting blood sugar on a daily basis. And then let me report to me every day. Okay. So when I took the first dose of I started on Downhill. Actually, I don't like to mention names of drugs because people would go and take their medicine.
So you just say that you were on medication.
So when I took the first one, it dropped from 27 to 12. And I was getting afraid because I also know about
hypoglycemia.
Hypoglycemia means that you have too little sugar in the blood.
Right.
So we were going gradually, and I asked me to reduce the dose of the medicine. When I got to the point where he thought it was okay, he said, stop taking this medicine, start taking this medicine. So there was a plan that we followed from him. Sorry, from her, not me.
Okay.
I'm not a diabetologist. I know about diabetes. I can manage a patient. When it comes to me, you know what I mean?
It's different when it's you or a relative.
Yes.
So that's why we.
And I like to give the benefit of the doubt to my doctor. Not to me. Yeah.
Okay. There is one thing that I want you to tell the health professionals. I remember a lady who was diagnosed diabetes or diabetes type 2. And she said the way the health professional broke the news to her was as if it was a death sentence, and not with only diabetes, other diseases. You know, she was like, you have diabetes, and if you don't check your diet, if you don't exercise, you don't do this, you can easily die. And so she thought she was dying until she met another health professional who took her through counseling, and then just what you said, your diet, and then started taking some medication. She even went on insulin injection and other things. So what would you tell your colleagues who, especially the younger ones who have come, and just say it as it is?
You know, I'm teaching PAs, people who are going to be
physician assistants. Okay.
And I keep telling them, I keep giving them a warning. See, the healthcare is not about you, the physician.
Okay.
It's about the patient who's suffering.
Yeah.
So you have to do things in such a way that, and it follows in one of the ethical principles. Okay. We have principle of autonomy, principle of beneficence. The autonomy means I have to recognize this person as somebody who can make decisions. Okay. Given the correct environment, information, and so on. So you have to respect that person. Okay. See? You have to respect that person to the point where give him the correct information in the correct way. Okay? I wish there was a way that I can talk to them so that they know I'm talking to them.
You tell us.
Give the correct information to the people. Let them make the decision. Right. Okay? The best is for you to give all the information, let him make the decision. If you want your help, then you can help him in choosing what treatment or what treatment modules to take. Some of us are not good at all at that. That one I have to confess to you. And whether or not your patient is going to listen to you also depends on the way you behave towards the person. Okay? So please, my colleagues, this report is not, I'm not the one making a complaint. No.
The general public.
The general public is making a complaint through my friend here. So please, recognize this person as a full-blown person and make decisions.
Who can make decisions.
Giving the correct environment, giving the correct information, giving everything that he needs. In fact, you are supposed to be the one to facilitate his making those correct decisions. Yeah. There's also the principle of beneficence. You have to do everything to make sure that the patient gets the biggest benefit that can be gotten from you. So that's another one. Then the principle of non-maleficence says that do no harm, cause no harm. Okay, remove harms, do no harm, cause no harm.
Cause no harm. Okay. So if you break the information in a way that it gets the person so scared, you are causing harm.
Yes. Now, let me also very quickly add this. A lot of these very basic ethical principles are now becoming the basis of the law in this country. You read the medical laws that there are, and there's this guy who has done a very good job. He's called Dixon. Something I've forgotten the name. Dixon. He has actually prepared a 100-page presentation. Okay, if you go online and you look for medical laws, you get it online. It's given it free of charge. Okay. Please go and read that book because it goes through all the laws that affect the way we practice.
So not for only medical officers or medical professionals, only
all clinicians.
Clinicians, health professionals, nurses.
Nurses are clinicians.
Yes, I mean every clinician. I get you. Anyway.
So please, my colleagues, go and read that too, because if you are not very careful, it goes. If you make a mistake, this country, people are learning. I think
themselves. The person is Donald T. Dixon. Is that a book on medical law?
It's not a book. It's a
compilation.
It's a presentation.
It's like a pamphlet, presentation. Donald T. Dixon on medical laws.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe all health professionals should at least
download that thing and read it, please.
Donald T. Dixon.
Please put it also in such a language that
Very simple.
Very simple, easy to understand. Thank you for that thing. Thank you especially for putting it free of charge online. And please, my colleagues, go and read it too.
And it will
They don't get into trouble. Yeah, I'll be there.
Let's go back to your journey. So how did your family take it, and how was the support?
You see, when you yourself don't even know that you have a problem, you don't expect any support from anybody. I wasn't looking forward to anything.
Okay.
Anybody, which is, I think it was not a very good thing, because I know the support would have been there. Okay. But by the time I diagnosed myself as diabetic, that time I was with my daughter. I had lost my wife, and I was waiting.
Sorry.
Mourning her whilst waiting too.
Oh, double trouble.
I mourned her for 3.5 years.
Sorry.
Anyway, but my daughter was with me, and my daughter was really supportive. And I got this job in Tamale. I had to leave Accra and go back. She was in school in Tamale, Kumasi. So everything was okay. And since I'm married, she's been but she reminds me of, you said you have to do your fasting blood sugar. Then she'll bring the kit.
Okay.
I have a kit.
Okay.
She said you're going to do your this thing. My daughter takes my blood pressure.
So if there is this tells us that if there is any diabetic patient in your family, it is not his concern alone or her concern alone, it's the concern of the family. Yeah. So you have to remind them of the medication, you have to remind them of taking their blood pressure and everything that's...
Even the medications.
Even the medications, exactly.
Because my other daughter, who is now in school, Vic is the one who, when she's on holiday, she gives me the medicines. So she says, okay, for this one, you have to take this. She gives me the diabetic medicine. I have only one diabetic medicine I'm taking. She gives me that. She knows I have 3 antihypertensives I'm taking. And then she'll give me that to swallow. So the support that Vic gives me is my medicine. The other daughter, Mami, that's my blood pressure.
Wow. So this is called family-centered care.
Yes.
Yeah. So every family, at least we should be family-centered in terms of caregiving, so that it's not just the person's business alone. It's all of us our business. If like how doctor was diagnosed diabetes, was it type 2 or type 1? Type 2, right?
Type 2.
Okay.
Type 1 usually starts before 40 years.
Oh, okay.
And those ones would need insulin, basically for the rest of their lives.
Okay, yeah. So the type 2.
Type 2.
Which is more of their lifestyle.
Yeah, type 2 is more a lifestyle.
Lifestyle, yeah. Yeah, so we have to always care for people who have been diagnosed with any kind of disease.
I'll tell you my wife's rule. She reminds me of Charlie, eating too much this.
You see? Were you taking in a lot of alcohol too?
No,
A lot means...
Sorry, I'm not talking about alcohol.
I just chipped in with alcohol because it comes, anything you take in there.
The issue of alcohol is not that you shouldn't take alcohol ever. If you don't, that's fine. That's the best.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful how much of it you take.
Something small for the heart, as they always say. Is it so?
No, when I take alcohol, it's for occasions. It's for social. Even then, I have my limits.
Okay.
Was
it before or after?
I didn't link it to any of the diseases.
Okay.
And it's a good thing that you have. It's a good thing. Take alcohol only when you have to.
Okay.
And then have your limits.
Okay.
Okay. Because when we went to a club, there was a club that I belonged to.
Okay.
I went and told the lady who was selling to us, don't ever give me more than 3 bottles.
Okay.
No matter how, if I come here 6 o'clock in the morning, I leave here 6 o'clock in the evening.
Just 3 bottles, and that is it. Okay.
The lady is called Adi. Yeah.
You remember all the names?
Yes, of course. Because she helped. Really.
Okay.
She never sold me more than 3 bottles. Never, ever. Even when I'm begging her, I've been here for 5 hours. Can you just add one for the rest? No. It was your decision. You told me to.
You told me to do that.
Most people who are selling, They're interested more in their money than your health.
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
and Abby did well.
Yes, Abby did very well. Abby, thank you. Now I'll limit myself to 2 bottles.
Okay.
And because of that, I used to go out very often with my wife, so that she makes sure that I don't go beyond the 2 bottles.
Okay.
And it's occasional outing. So because I'm not strong enough to go out the way I used to.
Okay.
But even when I was stronger and I was playing tennis, which is another issue, please, lifestyle changes. Be very active. Very, very active. I was playing tennis on a daily basis, except for Sunday, of course.
Wow.
Play tennis every day. I'm not very good at it, but I played. And I made sure I got my exercise for the day. You see, make sure to get your sweat.
Make sure to get your sweat.
Sweat for the day. It doesn't have to be tennis. Everybody who can play tennis. The kit itself is very expensive, you know. If you are rich enough to play golf, play golf.
I thought golf was for the rich and oldies.
Not necessarily oldies. I know young people who play golf. But, you know, one golf club. Somebody told me that one golf club can buy a car. I didn't believe him, but I don't know if it's true or not. But the thing is that please be active. Join a Keep Fit club. The exercise Saturdays and Sunday. If you can, your local area can form a Keep Fit club. Wake up early morning and go.
I hear golf is very good. Do you know this pastor who is past Yonggi Cho? Yonggi Cho is, he said if you play golf on daily basis or frequently, you increase your age by 10 years.
That is possible. It makes sense, you know. The point is that you need the exercise. We're not meant to be sitting down.
Yeah.
So if you are the kind of person, look, let me tell you something that's very funny, but really worked. My friend who worked at the bank, he was in Akufo-Addo, ADB. He said his boss is an athletic. So he went and bought footballs. Said they should all come every day, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. They should be on the field.
Right.
And their wives will bear witness.
Okay.
So as soon as my friend told me this story, his wife was listening. He said, it's true. They call me Eric. Eric, it's true. I can testify for that.
Wow. You are in consulting room 5. With me is Dr. Eric Amoah. Today I'm consulting Dr. Amoah. He was always consulting people, but today I'm consulting you. And he's telling us his journey of being diagnosed hypertensive and then diabetic about 29 years ago. He has given us some points when he got the news that he was the hypertensive, how he took it, and then his journey throughout so far and where he is now. So just don't go anywhere. We are going to talk more about how he, on his daily basis, what he does and what is supposed to be done. The exercises that he does and how he goes about his day-to-day activities, and he still looks fit and strong even at age 69. Right. So don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It doesn't take much to protect what we love. Sometimes it begins with prevention. care is not always loud. It is attention, caution, and doing small things right.
Fire safety starts with me, being careful every day.
Good Conduct, Great Life is brought to you by
Indomie!
Tastes Great.
More Kivo inside, more to share. Kivo Gary Soaking Mix, Taste of Ghana.
Welcome. You know the drill.
We must be at our very best every second of every day.
Big, small, brave.
Tell me you're good at this.
The best, outrageous.
Guess what we need to kick us up a notch?
Here's how it's gonna go down.
Lights, camera.
That was great.
It's your call, couch director.
What are you gonna do about it? And action.
Because you're not just watching.
This is real life.
You're calling the moments.
Back into this game.
Backing your favorites. Reacting loud.
Now, fat lady, sing it!
Across our stack of movie channels, we bring the blockbusters. You bring the vibe.
Who and what you're made of. I've got this.
So pull in for a movie or three. Sound off on the socials and stay connected to GoTV.
What a rush.
Where you don't just watch movies, you love it.
Did you know that Ghana spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced right here at home? That's why the Joy brands, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters (FAGE), are bringing you Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, Joy Prime, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Since the beginning of June, we have engaged policymakers, industry leaders, researchers, agripreneurs, and development partners, exploring government policy, trade, and financing for food sovereignty, highlighting research, innovation, and mechanization. We have also examined infrastructure, value addition, youth participation, and agricultural financing as critical drivers of sector growth. In week 4, our focus turns to vast opportunities across Ghana's horticultural value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM, Joy News, and Joy Prime. The Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 is proudly sponsored by Agro Monte Company Limited. We understand agric and Ghana Commodity Exchange, trade, storage, financing, all in one place. That's GCX, powering Africa's commodity markets.
Welcome back to Consulting Room 5. I'm with Dr. Amoah, who is telling us about his journey through being diagnosed diabetes and hypertensive. And Doctor is going to tell us what are some of the emotional traumas, like what was the, I think you were in your prime age,
Yes,
right?
I was.
In your 40s or 30s?
Probably even earlier.
Right.
But the point is that you can, when we are, you see, that's the thing about workaholics. You don't see the effects that this will have on them until they get, the problem with hypertension is that you don't know you have hypertension until you get a stroke.
Wow.
You don't know you have hypertension until you get congestive.
So we shouldn't wait until there are complications before.
That's the point.
Yeah.
And waiting until there are complications means that you should be able to self-diagnose. That's why I said people should invest in that machine. Because if you are taking your blood pressure on a regular basis, when it starts going up, you will know.
You would know, yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you what I told an old lady, because according to her, nobody has told her anything about the disease. They just keep giving her drugs. So I told her that, look, madam, this disease is a silent killer. You may not know that you have it until you have a stroke, or until you can't move, you can't breathe, you can't do this.
Did you at any point show signs of getting a stroke?
No, I haven't. But, you know, a lot of things also have atypical ways of presenting themselves. And right now I feel a little weak. My wife thinks it's a kind of stroke. But I don't know. I can't argue.
Is she a medic?
Well, all my wife become, what do you call them?
An associate.
Associate medicine.
Medical practitioners. You know, women are naturally nurses. So,
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, you know, it was yesterday we had this discussion, you know. That's yesterday. So I was telling her, maybe it's a form of a stroke.
Stroke.
You know.
We pray it doesn't
the
happen.
point is that the point here is that the disease is such that you may not know, okay? You may not know you have it until we caught one lady, her blood pressure was above 200. She came to the hospital, she was sitting down, it was like she was going. One of the nurses said, hey, Mami, come, let me do a PP. It was more than 200.
Wow.
You have to be admitted. This is too high for you. She dodged.
Oh, she dodged?
She dodged. The point that they have, sometimes you have too much to look forward to. Pay attention to the disease that you have. Takes a lot out of you. One of my patients came, I won't mention where. She worked in a bank. Took the blood pressure, it was high. I said, Mommy, please, let me admit you. Make sure that we're flown in. I said, hey, doctor, I've never met him cocoa.
You are not careful. By the time you see your cocoa, you are gone.
Nothing mattered, no matter what I said. The fact that she was going to take her cocoa, that was the most
We should
important.
prioritize our health. That's what you are saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's very, very important. Me,
Hypertension is a silent killer.
Yes. I didn't have that. And I believe that a lot of my colleagues may also be going through the same thing. You have a disease, but your patients are more important, okay? Wake up in the morning, all you think about are your patients. Please, give thought to yourself as well, because when you die, your patients will get another doctor.
Exactly. Just as you said with our former president. Just the evening we got a new president.
Yes.
So you should listen to your body.
Yes, listen to your body. But as for the diabetes, I was prepared for it.
Oh, you psyched yourself. Or you thought
Yes.
it was coming.
No, the thing that my father went through made me think of diabetes as something that could also happen to me. My sister after me had it. Okay, I think my father had 7 children. The only 2 that don't have it as of now. Okay, so it's something I think about very often. Now, these 2 conditions are genetically determined.
Okay.
So please, if you have anybody close to you, they say if one parent is hypertensive, you have 30-something% more chance of being hypertensive. If both of them are hypertensive, you have a 65% chance. Okay.
Wow.
So this is genetically determined also. It's a combination of the genetics, environment, blah, 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 blah. Some people may have parents who are both hypertensive. They never got hypertension. Some people got it. In the environment, the food you ate and blah, 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 all put them together. Smoking, for example, is a bad one. If your parents
Were you smoking?
I never smoked.
Okay.
I just had 1 puff in my life.
One.
My big brother said to buy.
And then you tried it?
He took me into the toilet.
Hey.
Not that I won't go and tell on him. He asked me to smoke. Took 1 puff and I started coughing. Because of that, we were both caught.
So your coughing gave you up?
Gave us up. It's the only one I've had in my life. So as for smoking, they can count me out completely. Alcohol, I resisted taking alcohol until it was like impossible. Even then, I had to write slowly. So anytime I go for a funeral or something, I have to share with somebody until I could take up to 3. Decided to stop there.
So, doctor, if I may ask, what is it that you wish you didn't do, okay, to, get to this point?
It's not what I wish I didn't do, it's what I wish I did.
Okay.
I wish I'd paid more attention to the hypertension when it was coming, like I did to the
when
diabetes.
It was coming?
Yes. Because, in fact, I was lucky. I must tell you, I was lucky. I was lucky that I didn't I'm not the kind who went from no symptoms to stroke or no symptoms to this and that. I have known. I didn't care. All I cared about was reforming the health sector in this country. To some extent,
it wasn't bad.
It wasn't a bad thing because I can beat my chest that I was part of the.
Exactly. Maybe you could have managed your time well so that at least when you get to your capacity, you stop, you rest, and then you continue. Working hard is good, but probably how you go about your time.
That is why they call them workaholics. The thing that is most important to them is the work that they are doing. And they don't care about their health, they don't care about anybody. It's like somebody who is in love. Okay, when you're in
teenager who is in love.
All right, let's put it that way. There are some people who are older, but they also...
Yes, but
also
at least they have learned a few things. They have some lessons learned somewhere.
So even though I know about hypertension, I know it happens, to the point where I was accusing this man of that his what do you call his sphygmomanometer as a problem.
Yeah.
So I was the one who had the problem.
You had the problem.
That should tell you how much I was in love with the work I was doing. It took prosanyami to bring me to the point where I realized, actually, what am I doing to myself? So with that one, fine. The diabetes has more or less taken its own course. And I was happy that I followed it the way I did. Okay. So again, the kit for doing the fasting blood sugar is not that expensive. I don't remember how much I bought, about 600 cedis or something.
The strip is quite expensive.
Yes, but you see, when you start...
But the machine is
when you start, you don't
manageable.
have to be doing it as often as when you know you have the... At a certain point, I was even asked to do what they call the glucose tolerance test, which means that I should
glucose tolerance test.
Yes, glucose tolerance
test.
Which means that I have to do the test several times in a day.
If somebody hasn't been diagnosed hypertensive or diabetic, must the person be getting the glucometer to test?
That's what I'm saying. If you can, it's a good investment. Because, you don't have to do it not even every week, this thing, once a month or something. And when it's within the normal range, you are normal. I mean, you don't have to. It's when it starts going up that you may need to do it more frequently.
And then you can visit the health center or the clinic.
Then you can get your advice from your health care provider.
Okay. Wow. So doctor's journey through hypertension and diabetes taught him the importance of self-care and the power of knowledge, because you had the knowledge. So it also helped you with it. Somebody who didn't have any knowledge about it, I think would have been alarming to the person.
Well, I'm not sure the knowledge itself really helped very much. The case of the hypertension. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. Unless you would actually go to cast your mind on some of these things. We're discussing hypertension, we're discussing diabetes. There are other diseases for which you have to they're also killers.
Yeah.
And so you have to every time think that I'm doing my work, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. But what about my health? People need to be conscious that health is as much important. Look, somebody will get a lot of money, spend their money doing different things, nothing about their health. My advocacy for today is please think of your health as well. Because today you are fine, tomorrow morning,
you may never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
But some of them are preventable. Some of the things that we go through are preventable. Okay? I mean, diabetes hasn't taken a toll on me as it should have. If I didn't diagnose diabetes at the time I did and followed my doctor's prescription, this thing, I've gone through a diabetologist, somebody whose practice is only with diabetics. And I've gone through this, who was a physician. He wasn't only interested in diabetes, he was also interested in hypertension. When I get a cut, I go. That's when I used to worry her a lot. So let's see, I'll call. But all in all, I think it's been good.
So as a diabetic patient, how do you treat your sores? You personally?
So far, it's one of the areas that I've been careful. My wife has also helped a lot because she's the one who cuts my nails, she cuts my hair.
Hey, then why?
She trims my beard.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So,
lovely.
Thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate all that. See, so I haven't really had much by way of injuries and so on. One time I was with my boss. We went to, I think it was Adan Saramosu, to negotiate for them to be on our program. I hurt myself, my nails went off.
Your nail went off?
Yeah, my nail went off. She was so careful with it, always warning me, do this. That's how come I started wearing these kind of slippers.
Slippers, okay.
To protect that nail. Now it's gone. Anyone grew over it, it's gone. So, yes, I mean...
Did you have some special care for it?
Like
calling in a nurse, or your wife took care of you?
My wife took care of. She's, like you said, every woman is a nurse. She took very good care of it to the point where I didn't need to even go to hospital for it. Initially, when I got home, the what do you call it? Cleaning it with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, putting iodine on it, and all this. She did all that. Very good at it. That's one of the family support that we are talking.
Yeah, family support. Family-centered care.
Thank you very much.
That's great. That's great. So, what advice will you give to the general public about people who have hypertension, how they should manage it in just few minutes, how they should manage it?
First of all, please, everybody should remember about their health. Don't think about the dresses you are going to wear for funerals only. Okay? Your children are important. If you are not strong, you can't take care of them.
Right.
And then what is strong? Strong means that you are healthy. If you are not strong, you are not healthy. Okay? So you need to think of your health first before you even think of your kids. All right? So please, for hypertension and diabetes, invest in those equipment. Okay.
If you are diagnosed hypertensive and diabetic.
Diagnosed hypertensive, it's also useful to still keep those equipment.
Okay.
Because, like, for example, last week I did my sugar. This week I did it and I realized it's gone up. So I'm beginning to discuss about what to do with my physician. So if you have hypertension, then the food that you eat, okay, the alcohol, you have to bring the alcohol down. Please, no smoking. Smoking is the one thing that I've never read any positive thing about, apart from the ego thing that it brings. Okay, so no smoking. Okay. Eat the correct food.
Correct food.
Correct food means that
it's
a little bit of carbohydrate. Balanced diet. Balanced diet means a little bit of carbohydrate, protein, no fat, if you can.
Little fat.
And then please, minerals and vitamins.
Very important.
Very, very important. So make sure you are eating a lot of fruits and greens.
And green.
Vegetables.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. So Dr. Amoah has managed his condition through 29 years, and his story is a reminder that navigating chronic conditions is a journey filled with challenges and triumphs. By prioritizing health, seeking support, and making informed choices, we can not only manage conditions like hypertension and diabetes, but also lead fulfilling lives. I hope his journey inspires you or someone you know to take charge of their health. Doctor, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for telling us, opening up to us, and telling us what to do. I mean, it shouldn't be alarming when you are diagnosed hypertensive. You should just manage it well and love your life. See you next week. Bye.
Hello viewers, welcome once again to Home Tips with Mira. Whenever it is time for this program, I get excited because I get to share with you different DIYs, home tips and home remedies. So I just want to share something quickly with you. You know, God in His infinite wisdom created certain seasonal fruits that when you eat those fruits within that particular period of time, it is able to boost your immunity so that your body builds a resistance against all manner of sickness. But alas, not lots of people even look at this kind of fruits, and I'm referring to the African star apple fruit and the black velvet tamarind, which we locally refer to as yoyi and alasan. So I just want to ask you, during this period, okay, the harmattan is so much around, and have you taken any alasan or yoyi to boost your immunity? Please, when we come back, I'll show you that apart from eating your alasan or yoyi, there are other ways that you can make use of them and enjoy. Stay tuned. So when you buy this yoyi, you have to just make sure that when you are eating, you have to open your eyes and eat, because there are some that insects have perforated and infested the fruit, and you don't want to eat this fruit in the dark. Open your eyes and eat it. You understand? Okay, so just when you get them, just sort the bad ones out from the good ones and use the good ones. Removing the shells of the yoyi is a journey. I have to crack the shells open and remove the pulp, and then also remove the seed from the pulp. Yes, and you know, if you don't want to go this way, you can just also buy the yoyi, sit down with your family, your kids around, and enjoy some